The college football season is drawing to a close, but this weekend, Texas A&M will have one more chance to make some noise headed into the offseason. 25 sports reporter Jack Allen has more.
Just a few weeks after falling short of earning a spot in the college football playoff, Texas A&M is gearing up for its first ever appearance in a New Year's Six Bowl.
Orange Bowl is as good as it gets, and to be able to come to South Florida and play in such a prestigious game with such great history and the great players and coaches and people who have participated in this game, it's phenomenal.
For many Aggie faithful, playing in the Orange Bowl is a disappointing consolation after coming one spot shy of a berth in the college football playoff.
For us, of course, emotions were high that day, but that day is over with, and we can only move forward, and we're excited about the Orange Bowl.
Head coach Jimbo Fisher confirmed that no players will miss the game because of either COVID or opt-outs, meaning the Aggies will be full strength when they take the field Saturday night.
2 weeks off here and there, you had COVID, people get quarantined. Everyone just knew that they just wanted to keep playing. So, I think it's one of those things, too, we owe to Texas A&M. To play it out.
This is only the second time the Aggies will travel to Miami to play in the Orange Bowl. Their only other appearance in that game came in 1944 when the Kitty Corps fell to LSU.
We haven't been to a New Year's Six Bowl since before I was even thought of. So, it's just a big-time blessing.
This will be the first time the Aggies have ever matched up with North Carolina, but Aggie fans will see a familiar foe when they look across the sideline. Former Longhorn coach Mack Brown.
He's going to be a Hall of Fame coach, even in coming back on this second stint he's had. He's going to be a Hall of Fame coach, and what he's done here proves it again. But he was already going to be a Hall of Fame coach during that time, what he achieved at all the places he'd been.
Players say the successful season may be just the tip of the iceberg for the Aggies' success.
It's always calm before the storm, and, it's calm right now, but the storm is most definitely coming, and, guys should be worried.
Texas A&M kicks things off at 7 p.m. Saturday night in Miami. Jack Allen, 25 Sports.
Jack, thank you. The new year already has some newborns as hospitals in Central Texas delivered their first babies of 2021. Amanda Harbin experienced her second birth in less than a year, raising a newborn while also being pregnant during a pandemic. ALYSSA WHIGELEY-RULISON welcomed her baby 3 weeks early after catching COVID-19 at 16 weeks.
When you lose your sense of taste and you're having cravings, you can't really taste those cravings, and it's just, it's so heartbreaking.
Both babies were born healthy. UNICEF estimated that over 371,000 babies will be born today and more than 140 million children will be born this year. If you had a baby on New Year's Eve or you know someone who did, there's an opportunity to cash out thanks to Ally Bank. The company is offering a $250 custodial bank account to those newborns. Bank officials say they're offering the accounts because they want to put a positive finish on 2020. If you or someone you know qualifies, they've got until the end of July to apply, and children can get control of those accounts after turning 18. We all have different things that we do to try to get a good night's sleep. Find out how movement and vibrations can help you get the best Z's. That's up next.
And it is a chilly night across the Lone Star State, but is a warming trend in our future this weekend. We'll look at that together along with the rest of the 10-day forecast coming up.
The U.S. released its first dietary guidelines for infants and toddlers this week. The guidelines recommend feeding only breast milk for at least 6 months and no added sugar for children under 2. The guidelines also say that parents should introduce potential allergenic foods and regular foods after 6 months, which could help prevent the development of food allergies.
The earlier you introduce those, the better. So if you start out feeding your child those healthier vegetables and fruits, then they're going to be more likely to eat them.
Dietary guidelines are released every 5 years by the USDA and the Department of Health and Human Services. Prior to these new dietary guidelines, only breastfeeding guidelines were released for infants and toddlers. The key to a good night's sleep could be a little movement. Researchers from Thomas Jefferson University found that small vibrations, like riding in a car, lower alertness, which contributes to better sleep. Researchers studied the behavior of fruit flies and compared them to brain activity of humans. Vibrations caused fruit flies to be more active at first, but then get a better night's rest afterward. A recent study is taking a closer look at teens and marijuana use. Researchers analyzed data from the 2017 National Youth Risk Behavior Survey. They found that more than 45% of teens reported having used marijuana in their lifetime, and almost half of the teens who smoke pot reported driving after using it. The percentage of teens who drove under the influence of marijuana was more than double those who drove drunk. A new study shatters the stereotype that cat ladies are crazy. Researchers at the University College London found no evidence that cats passed parasites to humans that caused mental illness. Researchers studied 5,000 people born in 1991 or 1992 and followed them through adulthood. They found the only mental illness was attributed to either household overcrowding or economic status. And now let's get another look at our weather with Matt.
And tonight it is a chilly night out there, but a dry night here across central Texas. It's our Extra Coat Eagle Eye